This is CarGuide.PH. I'm Yuli, and behind me is the new Kia Carnival. The Carnival is Kia Philippines' longest running nameplate. The first generation model was actually introduced in the country way back before. The latest model though combines the MPV meets SUV styling, and this one actually encapsulates or more improves on that ethos. The same tiger nose grille is still present, but now accentuated by the star map lighting that you see right here. The Kia logo, of course, the new one introduced a few years back, continues, and what I like about this is the grille now almost extends from end to end, giving the car a bigger stance than ever before, giving it a more premium feel and more athletic feel than ever. Now towards the side, MPVs are not usually known for their wheel designs, but what I like about this one is that Kia has given it a more geometric design, and this is similar to what we've seen in their EVs. In terms of size, it starts off with 18-inch alloy wheels, or in the case of this top-of-the-line variant, the SX, this one gets 19-inch alloy wheels. Now, things like a power tailgate and a power dual side doors continue for this model, especially for the SX. And it happens to continue one of the styling features I like from before. This interesting detail right here, the panel, that gives it a more visually unique signature, especially when you look at it from the side. Now, I'll show you how it looks at from the back. Now, normally designers treat the rear as an afterthought when it comes to updates, but thankfully Kia has done their homework right here. Overall, it's all about cleaning up the design of the Carnival. So for example, the Kia logo has moved from here to here, and this visually makes the LED light bar continuous, echoing to the ones you see in front. The tailgate handle has also disappeared and integrated right here, so the button for the power tailgate would be moved right here. And of course, it also gets this silver garnish. Upgraded as the Kia Carnival is outside, inside is where majority of the changes happen. It starts out with a new digital gauge cluster that's 12.3 inches for the driver and also for the infotainment. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto is now standard. The infotainment itself is actually the newest one from Kia, and it's easier to access because the menu system has actually been changed. Instead of adding two layers of controls right here, the infotainment and the climate control, they've been integrated into one horizontal bar. So that means you can switch between the infotainment and the climate control by switching this mode right here, and that gives the cabin a cleaner look. The new Kia Carnival has a 3-zone climate control, and this enables a level of customization that's probably not common in this segment. So if you have passengers who are more sensitive to the heat or the cold, you can come out with a cabin temperature that's hospitable or comfortable for everyone. Dual front power seats are there, and it's got both heating and ventilation. The SX variant gets the additional convenience of a wireless charger that's vented, so that it prevents any overheating of devices. Extra large cup holders right here at the center, so you can, if you like carrying large drinks, venti-sized Starbucks and what have you, it'll fit right here easily. I think this will probably also fit things like a tumbler, and of course, the magic really happens when you get to the second row. Now, the Carnival keeps its 2+2+3 layout, and that gives you a total body count of 7 that can fit here at any time. The SX variant gets power adjustment for the recline, as you can see here. The control banks would be right here. And interestingly enough, the seats can actually also move sideways and front to back, giving you a level of flexibility that you don't normally get in an MPV. Now, new for 2024 though is this one-button relaxation mode, and for those who are stuck in traffic, I mean, given how Metro Manila traffic is nowadays, this gives you a bit of respite. With one button, this is supposed to simulate the feel of zero gravity, and this should be perfect if you're stuck in traffic for a long period of time. If you want to put in a bit of air, the dual panel sunroof is right here for the SX variant. And of course, if you want to charge your devices, it's got USB ports galore. Some of it's integrated right here in the seats, and these are actually USB Type-C ports, which means it can integrate the newest devices from Samsung, Apple, and what have you. Now, the second row passengers would enjoy things like the vented seats and also, of course, the relaxation mode. But for those who want to use their MPV as a true 7-seater, well, I've got a surprise for you because the new Kia Carnival has these seats that sink right into the floor. If you will notice, this is actually in its 4-seater configuration with the third row completely covered. But I'll show you that these seats magically pop out of nowhere in just a couple of steps. And mind you, it's in a 60-40 split, which means you can actually sit 2 people right here and put stuff with a deep luggage cover right here. The Carnival gets the usual alphabet soup of both active and passive safety features. New for 2024 would include an airbag that's actually between the front seats. Now, what this would do would be to keep the passengers in place in case of a side impact collision. Aside from that, you get things like the Kia DriveWise advanced driving system. Now, compared to other driving systems in the market, the suite that Kia has installed here would include both front-facing and rear-facing systems. So things like blind spot indicators, rear cross-traffic alert, and rear automatic braking are now standard, at least for the SX variant. Now, those aside, you get things like a panoramic view monitor and sensors, parking sensors for the front, the rear, and again, in the case of the SX variant, even the sides. The new Kia Carnival keeps its tried and tested powertrain for 2024. That would mean having a 2.2-liter SmartStream D diesel engine, gives about 202 PS and 440 Newton meters of torque. An 8-speed automatic drives the front wheels, and overall the powertrain is all about refinement and it's also all about comfort. Now, interestingly enough, because it has a huge fuel tank and because it's diesel, this car can actually go the distance. In this case, my reading shows about 800 kilometers, which means you'll be able to travel like from Manila all the way to Baguio and back without worrying about fuel. Of course, I'm sure a lot of you out there would be able to drive this car much better, but again, it's all about providing a layer of security, especially because this car is designed to go the distance. Now, compared to other offerings out there, this one is underpinned by the Kia N3 platform. It's something that they usually share between the Hyundai and Kia families, but the most important aspect is because it is a unibody construction, it provides not just great handling or a more secure handling, but it also means a better ride and less wiggles and niggles. In fact, you probably hear it right now, the car is whisper quiet. Filipino families looking for their next luxury MPV or executives looking for their next ride should consider the Kia Carnival. With its upgraded looks, features, and of course, its premium driving experience, this is all about leveling not just Kia, but the MPV experience overall. Now, for our market, it's available in 2 variants, the EX and the SX. Pricing would start at around 2.9 million and would top out at around 3.4 million. It puts it about in the same category as other luxury MPVs out there, but this one does come with the class-leading warranty of 5 years or 160,000 kilometers. Now, in terms of colors, it comes in 3. This one's a snow white pearl. If you don't like it, it also comes in a shade of ceramic silver and also black. Now, if you're more interested about the Kia Carnival, you can now check it out at all authorized dealerships nationwide.